Timbaland debuts AI artist TATA Taktumi first music video, and as expected, and it's as soulless as you expected it to be. Let me play this little clip of Timbaland and his AI artist. Hold on. Now, especially amongst the music people, for the last year, this talk about AI and music has grown tremendously. It's a big talking point. You had the producer Alchemist doing some AI stuff. Any artist that uses AI for their album covers or music covers, they get preached to, and people on their ass about it. But it's so crazy that Timbaland a little while ago said that music today feels soulless, and then he goes and he goes and create and signs, quote unquote, an AI artist on a label. I think it's called Stage Zero. And part of me feels like Timbaland is doing this almost as a public experiment for a person to say, "Hey man, it's so soulless in music right now. Nobody's doing anything that means anything." And for that same person to go to the furthest extent to prove how soulless it is. Look, y'all ain't really cared about me as a producer in a while. So I'm gonna go work with this AI artist. Y'all gonna talk about it. Y'all gonna listen to the music. I'm gonna prove to y'all that this is what you want to hear. You want to hear soulless music. You want to hear something that don't mean anything. So maybe it's a social experiment in his way. Maybe it's him just giving up on the industry in general. I hear a lot of people saying music is dead. The industry killed it. It's over. What's the old saying? It's dead and stinking. And that these artists and producers are gonna have to find another way to make money. And maybe Timbaland is trying to get ahead of something that he know the labels are already doing. I think we've been listening to AI music for decades now. At least for the last 15, maybe 20 years, we've already heard AI on songs. But yeah, Craig said, let's be honest. Only weirdos are going to listen to this shit. Well, it's not about who listens to it now. It's about who's talking about it. He's been getting backlash on this for the longest. He don't care because it's the social currency is now the likes and the retweets, and it's talking about it. Do you really care about the music? You say you do, but what you listen to, what you promote, what you stream, what you purchase, says you don't really care anymore. The labels are able to push some artist on you, and within 6 months, you make them a household name. They have no talent. You say the music trash, but you purchasing it, you streaming it, you using it in all your videos on TikToks and Instagrams. You helping them get more streams. You're making them more money. So do you really care about the actual art? All right, well, now when I do this and you get so mad and up in arms about it, you look like a hypocrite. Because when they put somebody like, and this is just being honest, when they put somebody like Ice Spice in front of you, and no offense to her, she's just not a rapper. She's not an artist. She's not. But they could put somebody in front of you, market them, sell them to you. You help make them more famous. Did you really care about the art? So how can you get mad at me for working with a AI artist? At least we know that a human wrote it. We know a human had to actually put the code in for the algorithm from all this. Somebody had to actually create this, a human. Because AI at this point is not advanced enough, at least not the public ones that we use, to create something out of thin air. You have to tell it what to use, and then it goes around the social media or whatever and gets ideas from things already created. So if I say I want to hear a Southern Black American singing jazz from but I want this the year to be 1920s, it's gonna go to that. It's gonna go to social media. It's gonna search across the entire internet and find 20s music, jazz, Black American, and it's gonna create something. Which is why Timbaland was also accused of stealing beats, because when you program these things to make beats and lyrics and stuff, it takes from what already exists. It doesn't create stuff because it's stealing. Which is why people start talking about plagiarism is a big deal in AI and all that stuff, and we're gonna get to them banning that because they're using that for people's likeness to get numbers and money. But Timbaland, who debuted the first music video with an AI music artist, TATA, or TT, however you want to say it. And like the headline says, it's as soulless as you expect it to be. which is something the award-winning producer rapper previously said was about real music. Said about real music. The song is called Glitching Pulse, which I don't know, for a computer masquerading as a person. That's just a little on the nose, not to be either delusionally unintentional or a pointed jab at the haters, which is why I think it's the latter. I think it's on purpose. Virginia says transhumanism music era. Well, yeah, that's a good point. Transhumanism, because that's a great point. If I write the lyrics, and this goes back to the question about what is soul, what is human. If I write the lyrics to something, right, and then I program an AI to say it, is the AI expressing emotion? Because it's me that wrote it, and I had emotion. I showed some type of passion in writing it, but I have this AI singing it. Is that expressing something? In the same way that Timbaland is getting backlash, also on top of it being AI, he chose an Asian looking AI.